харчуються тельбухами, бабами, повитухами, патріархами та їх гріхами, молохажниці з рукавами, полікоть крові, цукрові діти у темному полоні, фентаніл під тиском замість крові, у люциферових скронях.
This was Kayik Koba by Kurhan, one of my favorite musicians these days. He's also a poet and a veteran. He served in Kraken, and today the raffle item is Kraken patch. And you know, it's symbolical that I decided to choose this song. I didn't actually do it on purpose. It just happened like this. Unfortunately, this war traumatized him a lot, and his songs changed a lot after what he experienced. And still, he's very inspiring and very full of life. And you know, he is trying to make it all constructive. You know, not just suffer, but to make something good born of it. And that's a great way to do it, to deal with your PTSD. And Vasil Baidak is famous by the fact that he's raising a lot of money and he is doing the auctions. So after his stand-up comedy today, which was one of a kind, if I have the energy, I will show you some of the videos, some of the pieces of his stand-up. But it was like, it's one of the biggest halls here in Kyiv. It is called the Palace of Sport. So in the Palace of Sport, I think there were thousands of people there, up to 10,000. He told us when he was looking for the audience, I'm looking for 7,500 people. And it feels like it's maybe even more there. I will show you the stadium. Yeah, because it's kind of stadium under the roof. I will show you it on the video, on the photos too. So this was interesting. And you know what happened today? You know, I actually, before telling you, I need to show it to you. Not before telling you, like instead of telling you, I need to show this to you. You will recognize that person definitely, and you will understand that for a lot of people, that was very pleasant to see that person there. And, you know, happy. People were happy to see him. So give me a second. So, Vasil Baidak, the guy who was doing that performance today, is right now, I think, maybe even the most famous comedian in Ukraine. And you know, he's not a toxic one. His jokes are always kind. It's like, yeah, he's swearing, but at the same time, he connects it to kindness, and it's pretty interesting how it goes. I don't know. Is it delivered? It's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, but it shows only one. Now it's delivered. Okay, let's see. Oh shit. You don't see it. Sorry guys, give me a second. I need to show you the screen. I need to show you what I'm showing. What I'm seeing. So here it is. Here's some person walks out during the next auction. The next auction is being presented, and the person walks out to the stage.
Розказуйте, чим займаєтесь в фонді, що ви... Прикольний стендап. Ти знаєш, дуже коротко, я сидів, слухав те, що ти розповідав. Було дуже цікаво, дуже весело, і я помітив, що в нас є багато спільного. Ну, по-перше, мене теж люди часто люблять слухати на X2. А по-друге, В мене теж є діряві штани, мені їх продірявили 1 травня.
So Sternenko said, you know, we have a few things in common. So Vasil Baidak on his performance today, he tear apart his pants, and Sternenko says, you know, we have two things in common. People are watching my videos on 2x speed, and the second one, I also have the pants that have holes in them. And you know why, guys? Because the shooter this year who was trying to kill Sternenko, she hit him in his leg, shot him in his leg, and he basically said that we have this thing in common with you. So yeah, if you're missing the context, I needed to explain it to you. So Sternenko, that auction was done for Rusoriz, guys. And Sternenko auctioned a knife. And do you know how much they donated? I mean, the auction there was a big fight for that knife. Stakes were raising like 100,000 hryvnias, 150, 200. And I think it went for 230 or 235,000 hryvnias, which is, oh my God, 230,000 is $5,500. So the knife went for $5,500, and the money will go to Rusoriz. This is so fucking amazing. And then there was a guy in the audience who shouted out that he is mobilizing into the army, that he is conscripting voluntarily. So he's joining the army voluntarily, and he will donate all his salary to Rusoriz right now. So he, I think, went and donated, because I doubt that someone would be lying about such thing. But he also said that future defender said that, guys, go and sign the petition for the salary for soldiers, because I work in ATB. ATB is like the small supermarkets all over the country. Like you can find in Kyiv, I think it's at least, I don't know, 150 of them. In every neighborhood, there is a supermarket. So he says, I work in that supermarket, ATB, and my salary is bigger than our defender's salary. So please sign the petition that calls to increase the salary for our soldiers. There was such a great audience there, guys. You can imagine who come to such performances and events.
Я приніс дещо.
To such performances and events, people who are active.
10 тисяч. Як вас звуть?
Yeah, 110,000.
Це Марія. Як вас звуть? Іван. Це все 141, 142, 143, 144.
They were still on 144 here. So yeah, guys, this was epic indeed, and this was one of the best evenings I had, definitely, because Vasil Baidak is very good, and I finally saw Sternenko, not like in person, but kind of in person, from the distance of, I don't know, like 30 meters, 20 to 30 meters. Thanks, Rick. More your language, please. It is like music for my ears. Thank you, Pavel Pritzner. I can speak Ukrainian. The problem is most of the audience doesn't understand it. So, wow, that's a lot of dosh. What is dosh, Elvin Archer? GG Epic, good point. You were one of the great, Rick. Yeah, I was one of the typical audience of such concerts, and I believe that majority of the people on today's performance, on today's stand-up of Vasil Baidak, were activists. There were soldiers in the audience, and at some point we stood up and applauded for about 3 minutes to soldiers non-stop, screaming and applauding to thank them. 3 or even 5. It like felt very long. I decided not to count the time, but it was a long time. We were standing and applauding to our defenders, to our defense forces of Ukraine. So it was a great time. We also honored the memory of all the fallen soldiers at some point in one of the auctions, because the auction item was dedicated to the Ukrainian defender who was killed by Russians. And that auction item, it was a big mosaic, a mirror mosaic in the shape of heart. I'm going to show it to you later. That went for 100,000 hryvnias, which is basically, let me tell you, 100,000, $2,500, $2,400. So you can imagine how cool it was there today. So Fuzzy, I think you don't have limited time for us, but you can be called out at any time, right?
Correct, yes.
So I probably need to use this chance and ask you first. How have you been doing in this new unit that you serve in? That's the first question. And if you're okay to share something about that crazy mission you've been at or on, you know, that you shared with me, that would be fucking awesome.
I'm not going to share anything yet about like that op. Apart from it was a bit fucking sketchy, really. It fucked everybody up basically. Like nobody died or like got seriously injured. It was like scratches and bruises and a few sprains and stuff like that. Like nothing like major. But no, so basically we went out and we had a guide, and the guide wasn't very good at guiding. And he guided us the complete wrong way. We got lost. The guide then dropped the Krapiva into a puddle.
The what?
Like a tablet.
Okay.
Planchette. He dropped his planchette into the puddle, which then meant no planchette anymore. So that was shit. So I was sat there, and it went, you know, like when like you drop an iPhone, right, and it go all like black screen, and you get the weird lines and stuff like that. So I was having to press on the screen to like smear like some form of like letter, because whenever I pressed on it, a letter would form. So I was sat there trying to translate Ukrainian planchette into English with fucked up screen that was very wet and temperamental. So yeah, obviously it didn't work. So I thought, well, let's just walk back the way we came. So we decided to do that. And as we're walking back, it was like the artillery gods have decided that they didn't like us that day, and they were there like, fuck you. Fuck everything you're doing right now. I'm gonna make you sit in this hole for the next 3 days. So we were just being shelled to shit for about 3 days. And then it stopped, and I thought, right, we haven't had any shelling for like 3 hours. Let's try and get a move on. So we started walking, and then the FPV gods thought, fuck you and everything you're doing right now as well. And then they decided to FPV us. So yeah, I basically just sat in a fucking hole, miserable. We fucked the car up as well. The car got fucked up, but it's fixed now. We fixed that. It just wouldn't start anymore. I'm not sure what happened. We gave it to the Ukrainian guy, and I just gave him all the money for the parts, and he had to basically change. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the seals, like on like the head gasket thing, gasket seals or something. He had to replace all them.
Was the repair expensive?
Not really. The guy was pretty cool, to be fair. He was very much like, just pay for the parts. So we did, and I think the parts, they were like 4K in total, I think.
Hryvnias?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not expensive. $100.
Not expensive, no, yeah.
Okay, good.
But no, it was just very much. I think I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah, I can actually maybe pull it up if you want.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah. The car had just been through utter shit. So we had to walk 15 kilometers back to the car. Nobody could actually, for some weird reason, like nobody could, like when we went out there, it was nice and dry, but coming back because we couldn't put any of the kit into like the bed because we didn't want it to get any more wet or damaged. It was very much like, right, it's all going to have to come in the car with us. So we had like 4 guys, all with all their kit and stuff like that. A Ukrainian guy laid on top of the blokes because it was just like, right, he can just lay there. And nothing would fit. So we had like things in like the footwell where I am now. So changing gear was just a nightmare because I think I actually had like somebody's plate carrier in between my legs at one point. I just had shit everywhere. So yeah, we left, we come back, and then I think I slept for like 2 days because I didn't actually get any sleep, which was really shit.
Fuck. No sleep for 4
yeah.
days, right?
Huh?
No sleep for 4 days, right?
Yeah, basically. I think it got to one point, like at night time, I was walking, and I had my night vision on. And as I'm walking, like everybody could just hear me going, "Oh," like that, because I'm just walking while sleeping. I was fucked. But yeah, no. We got back. Everybody's alive. Few concussions, few little sprains, but yeah, everybody's good. Bit shit. I'm not going to say where or anything like that it was.
Yeah, sure. You shouldn't.
Yeah, but no, it was. Yeah, I don't want to do it again.
Sounds miserable as fuck.
Yeah, like there was it. It would have been very, very good if we wasn't guided by the guide, and they cut like into like the wrong direction. It probably would have all gone very, very well, and we would have got everything we needed.
So here's my thing. That guy's new call sign is Columbus.
No, he was called cunt
Okay, wait.
for a long time, even to this day. Like he comes in, he goes, "Hello." We're like, "Fuck off, not today. No, we're not going for a walk." Like, it's just like, leave me alone, bro.
Is that guy a Ukrainian?
Yeah, he's Ukrainian. Yeah.
Okay. Does he
it's
speak
like-
English? Does he speak English?
No, which was the worst part because I'm sat there going, "Are you sure?" He's there like, "Yes." I'm there like everything you asked him, like, "Yes," and it was there like, oh, "Fuck." Okay, hang on. Let me get the translator out, and he would look at it, and he would be like, "No," and you're just like, "Fuck." Okay, so you're trying to like, but he wouldn't speak into the phone or type a message or anything like that. So it was very much like a guessing game of me just trying to work out what he wants us to do or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, we came back in, and my commander, he looked at me, looked at all the guys, and was there like, "Are you okay?" And we're there like, "No," and he's there like, and he just looks at this Ukrainian and goes, and he literally like said, "Fucking Gandon." And then it all just sounded like gibberish because it was just a lot of shouting and stuff like that.
What does that mean? Sorry, everyone's laughing. What does that
It's a condom, handon.
Called this guy a condom. Yeah.
Yeah, we have this
and I'm just,
swearing
I'm
word.
kind of like sat in the middle of it. This is when Rick messaged me, and I'm kind of, I'm looking at Rick's message, and I'm looking up, and I'm there like, yeah, sick. Yeah, not today, man. Do you know what I mean? I was just sat there like, fuck.
No, you
I
actually
was still
told me.
wet, bro.
You actually
Oh my
told me that
goodness.
you went through
Crazy.
some really shitty experience.
Yeah. And I was just there like, this is great.
yeah. And he actually said, actually, I feel like right now, I feel it was amazing. At that time, it wasn't really cool. It didn't feel
No.
good. But
Like we all look back, right, and we're all laughing about it, we're all joking about it, but at the time, like, we were kind of just looking at each other like I had one guy literally look at me and he just went, "I'd rather fucking die than walk another kilometer. This is shit." And we were just saying, "Oh no, please, please just walk."
ooh.
Yeah, and then like something caught fire, and it was about like 300 meters away. And this guy, the same guy, he kind of like stood up, looks at it, and went, "That's really warm. That should we go sit in there instead?" And I was just there like, "Definitely not." Like, and you just got all this ammunition cooking off in the background. I'm there like, probably not a good idea, bro. Like,
Hello,
Yeah.
Roman. Good to see you.
Hey, Roman.
Hello.
Simon here.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Uh, oh, it's Fuzzy?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hey,
in the
man. Hey,
darkness
Fuzzy.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, dude. Nothing changed.
no, nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, Yana, Rick, Rollers, Atom. Cool
Atom.
to see you.
Atom is
I
Mikhail.
heard about
Same.
you, but never saw you before.
Yeah.
Here we are. Really
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Yes.
By the way, Atom, I need to tell you that the 2 trucks that we provided you and your guys with were also raised by Roman. It was me, him, and ADP Geopolitics. It was 3 of us raising that. So he is one of the people who already helped you. So yeah, just and he's like, you know,
Dude.
it's nothing. Yeah.
Huge thanks.
It's
They
other
are
people.
still alive and in use.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's
they do their job, and the guys are really appreciate the cars because they are well maintained and
It's really
just
cool.
cool working cars. So thanks for that.
I'm actually saying this to you, not for the thanks. It's what we have to do. You know, we
Yeah,
civilians
but
have
it-
this obligation to actually help
But
our
we also
army.
have to be grateful because without your support, getting a car even for the unit, not for me directly, but for the guys who are on the front line, is not pretty easy.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
even if you have the car in the brigade, getting it is something like a pain. So
You mean
and
Yeah.
the pain in the ass?
if something
Yeah.
and if something will happen to it, that's pretty crazy story with all the papers, everything explaining, photos.
Yep.
That's crazy how it's going on.
You're right, and yeah, the bureaucracy is usually a huge pain in the ass, right? And sometimes you just cannot accept cars. I had situations where units could not accept cars because they had like a fully stacked I don't know how to call it, balance and you just cannot you can raise funds for it, but they won't be able to receive it. So that's a problem.
But
That's also
what
true.
we sometimes do with PK is we put it on a soldier's name instead of on the battalion or the unit. So we put it on the soldier's name, and then obviously there's a thing of like after the war they will need to be like, hey, here's the car, but the car gets blown up, so you're like, there is no more car. So, but that's what we do sometimes. Most of the times the guys prefer it that way, so that kind of if command gives issues, if you get a shitty commander, then you can at least say, no, this is my car for my guys that were donated. So yeah.
You know, the good way of being just a volunteer and not an NGO, I don't need any papers at all. I mean, of course, I need some of them. Like for example, when the guys are buying the car, it would be awesome to have an agreement that will show the price. But sometimes it is not there, and it's like the video report about the car is enough. So sometimes the financial monitoring of my bank is just okay with that, because yeah, there are situations like this. It's allowed to do it like I do in Ukraine. This is an official. Okay, I'm curious what he's looking for there. Look at this face. Okay. So, Roman, when you joined, Fuzzy was actually telling us about the crazy mission he had for 4 days. They were just like 3 of them. They were sitting on the shell and then trying to get out 15 kilometers back. Everyone survived that, but it was crazy, and you could hear him a bit there finishing that story. So he found the new unit where he can finally work, but that time they were not really working because the guy who led them, who was supposed to bring them to positions, when they were Fuzzy, was it like halfway there or something?
Just a little over, I'd say. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So a bit over than a half. He dropped his tablet into the puddle and it died. And the tablet where he had the maps. So they didn't have the maps anymore. And they Fuzzy said, okay, now we just gotta go back. Probably this is gonna be the best way to do it. Just go back where we came from. When they started coming back, they got under the shelling and they were shelled for 3 days. Then FPV'd, and only in 3 days they managed to get out of there. Walked for 15 kilometers back. Then the car, actually, Fuzzy, did the car get you out and then stuck and couldn't jump start again? Or-
No, it didn't get us out. So we were driving it, and obviously some guy thought it would be a great idea to take a tank down a really muddy road. And the tank obviously sunk, but they got the tank out. But obviously, as we were trying to go through it, our truck got stuck. So we had it in like 4 low max revs for like 5 minutes trying to get out of this like swamp basically, and the car just shit itself. So it didn't get out. But like we went and recovered it like the next day.
Uh-huh. And it was already not that deep, in like not too close, right, to the enemy, to the front line.
It was still on the front, but it was like nobody, like they're not watching that. Like they can obviously watch that part and still hit that part, but it's not like an important part
Mhm.
because there's multiple access routes. So they kind of just like, I think we just got very lucky and they just didn't see it or pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got it. Well, you got lucky, definitely, to get it out. And guys, for the last 15 minutes, you could see the photo of the truck on the screen after this mission. It is covered in mud, and you can obviously tell by the photo that it doesn't jump start anymore. Yeah.
No, it had a bad day. When I got out of it, we brought it back. I actually looked at it properly, and I wasn't as pissed off about it not starting. I was more pissed off that like the bottom fender bit was hanging off. I was like, now it looks shit. Now we need a new fender.
Yeah, I noticed that element.
Your aesthetics.
Yeah,
Has
I
to
was
be
just
right
like,
for
this
the
is not
aesthetics.
aesthetically pleasing anymore.
You might as well cut it up out, right?
Yeah, everybody just says rip it off, and I'm like, no. So I've got it
Not
hanging
my
now.
baby.
Literally, I've just got it hanging now, and everybody's there like it's just gonna get run over, bro. And they're like, well, until it does, it's staying.
So, guys,
Just take duct tape.
I'll actually show you what it's hanging on to now.
oh,
Okay.
please do.
Hang on, let me put my Crocs on. Got my battle Crocs.
Oh my goodness.
Dev, I love.
I can't believe Crocs made a comeback. I cannot believe they made a comeback.
They did into the suit.
Show the Crocs to
No,
us. Now you
no,
have
they've
to.
made a comeback across the world. I
See the
thought,
Crocs.
I thought, like as a society, we banned them in 2007.
Ah, that's
No,
what you're
never.
talking about. For the
Crocs.
soldiers, for the soldiers, it's very popular. Yana, didn't you know?
Oh, but I mean, it's popular in South Africa as well. And I'm just
Ah.
like, guys, no.
They're popular in Ukraine
There
too.
are holes in your shoes.
This is my attempt. A nail.
we don't see it.
Shit.
We take your word for it, Fuzzy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of this.
Oh yeah, it's just not focused. Can you press
Yeah.
at the center so it will focus? But we see something that looks like a nail. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
I'm very proud of that.
you took a nail. Okay, good job. You see, it's pretty high in the sky. So this is a anti Russian reconnaissance drones team, so air defense, drone air defense. But the video interrupts. It's actually not a video; it's a GIF, GIF. So you won't. I cannot put it on pause, unfortunately. But you can see a Zala drone that they hit with that drone with the help of the ground station that you guys, but that we all together raised funds for, and you guys donated to. So here is another Zala that could cause the destruction and killing. These Zalas, they are used together with Lancet drones, and Lancet drones are pretty dangerous and pretty effective also, by the way, against artillery. And there were cases that they were hit in Ukrainian artillery. Probably Mikhailo can tell us more about that, how big the problem of Lancets is, if you can.
Basically, at least at our direction where I am, the Lancets, they go farther, like 40 kilometers. Okay, let's start from 20 to 40 kilometers. They are the ones who are destroying the far logistics, far from the front line. So for artillery, they use the new drones, not that new, but kind of, called Italmas Привет 82. It's a drone made from the tape and some sticks, but it still flies and still explodes. So today was pretty tough day because one of our guns has been shelled, and after that we received around 20 FPVs and 3 Italmas drones. That's what happens when they see a huge, like, we have self-propelled artillery systems crop, and they are pretty huge. That's the minus. The plus of the system is when you're getting hit once, you're just moving somewhere far away to another position. But today was a kind of unlucky day because we were hit to the engine. People are safe. That's the main thing. And still, using all of the drones, they couldn't destroy the system, so it will be evacuated, repaired, and will be back to the missions. So the damage is not that critical.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
but the most important thing is human life.
Yeah, that's the main thing. But mostly, why I love these crops, because we have kind of shelters for our guns, and whenever the first, second FPVs are hitting, we're just moving our gun, and they continue flying, like shell in that position, but it's already empty. That's the best part. Of course, you need to spend some time building a new one, but that's also FPVs, other kind of drones, and shells used for an empty place. Yeah, so that's the answer for Lancets. They mostly don't touch us, at least at our direction.
Okay, that's good. Good to know. Because there was a time, I don't know, maybe it was already a year ago that Lancets were causing big problems for artillery in particular.
Especially when it was Kharkiv second offensive in 2024.
Vovchansk.
Vovchansk,
Lipty.
Vovchansk
also.
direction. There we lost few guns by Lancets. This was a pretty huge problem.
Yeah, so I think
Okay.
the big role in solving the Lancet problem is actually these interceptors that we have now, the drone air defense.
Kind of.
I think it really partially solved this problem, and that's pretty good, because actually the problem was big, and this air defense was just developing 1.5 years ago. But the problem of Zala, Lancet, and Orlan Supercam
And
drones.
Molnia, how big of a problem are Molnia?
Molnia is different type of drone, but it was a bit later. I guess it was like 9 months ago. The problem with Molnia near Kharkiv.
Somewhere
huge,
like that.
right? Yeah, it feels like that. I'm not sure. So, can you please tell us who is requesting the tires?
Yeah, first of all, let me just respond all the rollers that, yeah, thank you very much. A lot of warm words in chat.
That's cool.
Much appreciate. It's so cool to see rollers again here. And yeah, it's so even strange that last time I was here maybe like 4 or 5 months ago,
Yeah,
something like that, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's so grateful to hear the same names when you mention the nations. But I just said, like, what the hell? These people still keep on support Ukraine, not just being on the stream, but financially support. It's something like, wow, unbelievable. It's something that I really want to see, because people so tired to talk about Ukraine in Ukraine, in other countries. This is so, like, so common for people, but here something stays the same. Like, so many foreigners, interesting people who still donating and support Ukraine. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And also, I forgot the question what you asked me.
Can you tell us about your brothers in arms who we are going to be helping with tires? Yeah.
It's my combat fellow with whom we fought from beginning of full-scale invasion, but he returned to our corp. I don't know even how to say it in English. Third Army
assault
Corp.
Yeah, third.
Yeah. So and he just unfortunately had this problem to read the messages in Instagram, and I have a lot of not good situation with my combat fellows, because when I ask me something, I said, like, guys, you have my phone number, you can call me, you can text me on Telegram or somewhere else. And sometimes they write me on Instagram, and I couldn't even find this messages, and they start thinking that I'm just try to avoid them. So I just opened this message, and one of my combat fellow, he just asked me about can I help him with fundraising for tires for trucks, because can I say the tires are bold or
Yeah.
smooth?
Yeah,
Really?
bold. Yeah, like tires
Okay.
are bold. Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
no like tread.
Yeah, so he just asked me about this helps, and because they drive on these tires and try to avoid FPV, and I just respond him, when it's bold, they unpredictable, because you can turn right and left, and nobody will know which side you'll turn. So maybe you don't need any tires, but without joking, of course, I try to help them, and this is how it happens. Again on this Rick stream. Thank you very much, Rick. I know how many requests you have, like always, And
And it's getting
Power.
more. Yeah.
sorry, but you
Man,
said it's okay
it's
if
totally
if we
fine.
just join and just push a little bit fundraising for guys with whom I fought like for so long, and I definitely know they will use it for riding on their FPV drones.
Yep. And
Is this enough information? Because I don't know.
yeah, I think it's enough. And that's the time that our soldiers spend on positions. Today, Sternenko made a post with the screenshot of different posts on Twitter, how soldiers are sharing their experience, how many days they spend on positions. So these days, unfortunately, the average time gets to 100 days on positions, and it's becoming a big problem, and not that many people talk about this problem. And this is why we better talk about it today. So maybe you share your experience, Mikhailo, Fuzzy, Roman probably cannot share his own, not probably, he cannot share his own experience right now, because last time he's been in battle was 2023, right, Roman? But maybe, Roman, you heard it from your friends, from soldiers who are serving right now. Maybe they told you something. So, guys, please share your experiences. I'm going to be listening to you, but I'm going to be working on the spreadsheet. I need to take care of that, okay? Thank you. Is anyone going to be talking?
Who want to start?
Atom, you can start.
Since Rick didn't mention my
okay,
name, I
okay.
can start as well.
Oh wait, you also yeah, Yana, you also have the soldiers that you wait, you even have like one big name, Wiper. He definitely shared some of that information with you, right?
Yeah.
So you can tell us.
So the one guy was on position for like 3 months. But yeah. But they all say like the thing that's the most difficult is to keep your mental up for that long and to basically keep focused. Like there's no off switch, you're constantly on alert. So they say that's a difficult thing that they kind of need to, that they don't become complacent. That's what I've heard some of the other guys say, but it's crazy, like spending that long in position and all you're getting is like just vampire drone drops. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, and so that guy was alone on positions. He was alone.
No, so he was on position, and then other people would rotate out, but he was like quite a senior level. So he was kind of in command of that position, and then the rotation out. But he is no longer with us. He was killed.
Was he killed on position or getting out of it?
I don't know how much I can tell you on the stream.
Yeah, understandable.
But it was an FPV strike. But yeah, there was yeah.
I mean,
I'll message you offline.
Okay, it will be really horrible if he was actually ending his time on positions.
No, so he spent his 3 months, came back, like
got out, right?
took some leave, and then went back, and then didn't come back alive.
Shit. Sorry to hear that, but it's unfortunately is what is happening every day.
Yeah.
And too many deaths. Guys, I need to quickly mention 2 donations, and then Fuzzy, Atom, Yana, maybe you have more experience to share. So yeah, talk about that. 50.
Okay, anyone else can talk now. I've shared literally the only story I have. Someone else go.
Okay. I also have not much to share because for us it's more simple. I have a usual blindage where people are resting, sleeping, eating, and doing everything else. But nowadays they are done somewhere in the trees, bushes, somewhere where you can hide from the drones. The nets are everywhere, and also we have trenches to the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And the other like storages of shells and the storage of charges, they are separated. So for the case whenever one is hit, the other one is still alive. Yeah. For us, as I said, it's simpler because we are pretty farther from the front line,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to dig really a lot of ground if you're not using an excavator. So we are trying to prepare positions like earlier than they are needed. So, and even with this, our excavators are still hit by FPVs. So, yeah, but I know what infantry is facing. I saw that not personally, but still, that's why uh, whenever I'm on the shift, whenever I am in the charge of my guns, I do whatever I can to help infantry because infantry they are the men. They are facing everything, like starting from mortar shelling, artillery shelling, FPVs, the Mavic drops, and besides all of that, they have not the best conditions to live, to spend time, to defend.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we do our best. Everything we do for them.
Yeah. Fuzzy.
Like, I'm quite fortunate, really. Like, I haven't spent. I think my longest time on the front was probably like in one sitting was probably 3, maybe 4 weeks, maybe just a little bit over 3 weeks. And that was on a mortar position, and it was very much just like we were working a lot, like every day there was something to do or something to fuck around with or something going wrong. But like I've never done 3 months. It's sometimes it's been like really shit to the point of like we've been like the furthest forward line of troops. So like we would be in front of the infantry sometimes with the mortars, depending on the operation or mission that we're given to achieve. But yeah, as I say, like we've been very, very lucky. 3 weeks is the longest. I think the worst thing I think I've ever had to do during that time is when we basically ran out of water and I was just drinking bottles of Russian water, just any shit that was left behind. But no, I haven't actually been left for like 3-4 months. I know of a lot of guys that have been left as I suppose left is like the wrong term. Maybe say like I'm like they're not able to like return back to base for whatever reason, whether that be FPV shelling, whatever vehicles, whatever. But I know guys that have been stuck for like a month, 2 months, and they're having a really shit time. And they are relying on like vampire drones to like drop them bottles of water and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a common thing that's happening a lot. I feel like there is definitely ways to, bring these guys back in, when they're meant to come back in. But unfortunately, because we are very stretched with equipment and manpower and stuff like that, everybody is too busy. And there is also like the bigger picture. Not everybody can see the bigger picture, which is also very annoying, and not a lot of people understand the bigger picture. And what I mean by that is like, so you're told, right, you'll be picked up on Wednesday, but for example, there could be a casualty a little bit closer than you that is obviously going to take priority, so they're going to go get that, but you probably won't know about that at the time. At the time, you're just thinking, you cheeky prick, you've left me here for longer. But this is what I mean by the bigger picture. There's a lot of things going on that people don't see behind the scenes or during that op. But no, it's one of those things, unfortunately, especially with the FPV thing now. Like, you've got FPVs at the moment literally flying over Kharkiv Ring Road. They're in Kramatorsk now. You know, so like maneuvering now, especially on like the front line points, it's becoming very, very hard. Especially as a lot of these drones are coming like 40, 50 kilometers behind the lines. They're going straight down the main MSR routes and stuff like that as well, which makes life a lot harder. But yeah, no. Bring back 2022 and 2023 when they weren't able to do that. But yeah.
Like, I think if you had a T-shirt made, it would say, "I fucking hate drones."
Yeah, I've seen that T-shirt. There's already some guys already made
Oh, there's
one.
already a T-shirt. Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought
like,
I had a niche market opportunity here, but okay.
No. Everybody was thinking about doing it, and this one guy did it, and he's actually had a lot of success. So fair play to him. But no, it's like, I don't know. Like, I've got friends that are drone pilots, you know, and they are really cool guys. But they're just the fucking bane of everybody's life. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you'll be going down the MSR route now, and there'll just be some little twat sat in like 20 kilometers away with a fucking elf bar in his mouth, just waiting for you. It's just really fucking annoying. And it does make you think more, you know, like, I remember in 2022 and stuff like that, it was like, people weren't thinking about FPVs. It was like, right, okay, yeah, they might have a Mavic up or something like that, and it was there like, yeah, okay, cool. But now it's there like, this thing's got fucking wings and it's flying like explosives at you at Mach fuck, which isn't ideal. But this is what I mean. Like, this war, it's like, like, look at the West now and stuff like that. It's changing how warfare is actually fought. You know, we all used to make the jokes when I remember when I was in the army. We all used to make the jokes saying, "Oh, like, the war will be fought by robots soon, and why the fuck are we doing this now?" Ha 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 ha. Whatever, you know. And it literally come like to the point of now where like it basically is. Apart from these things are costing, you know, like, a soldier, to train a soldier, equip him, and everything like that. It's like you're looking at like hundreds of thousands of dollars and pounds. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of money to train and equip a soldier, you know. And next thing you know, so that person, you know, is an investment in itself, that one individual. And next thing you know, you've got some necky twat with like 450 quid worth of drone and like a $20 RPG like Warhead just coming at you. So yeah, like, warfare's changing massively. I know a lot of guys that, you know, were fighting in 2023 and 2022 and 2024, etc. You know, and they're not here anymore. They're all either at home or whatever, or doing something else. You know, and like, some of them, you can see them, like, they still talk to their friends, and like, they're still like interested in what's going on. You know, and like, you try and explain to them like that these things are doing like 50 kilometers. And it's like, I try and explain to Nudin as well, like, these drones are doing 50 kilometers, bro. And he's like, nah, they're doing like 20. Like, a lot of people are in denial at like how far these drones are actually going. But it's like, I still listen to the guys that were fighting in like 22 and 23. Yes, like, they might be a little bit outdated, but still their knowledge and their experiences still matter, in a sense of like, you can learn a lot from them, because it was there. Like, even if you just pick their brain, like, what would you do? Because it's a fresh brain on the scene. It's there like, what would you do if your main supply route was being blocked by a drone, you know? And they could go, oh well, I'll do this and blah 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 blah. But no, yeah, as I say, going back onto the original topic and stuff like that, like, I'm very fortunate. I don't think people should be left for as long as they are, but unfortunately, as I say, like, there is a much bigger picture that people are not seeing. I'm not saying it's an excuse, because some of it is either just incompetence or just pure disregard for human life. But there, as I say, that there's more to it in a lot of cases than what everybody will see.
Yeah, Fuzzy.
yeah.
Actually, I think the key element of the bigger picture here is the FPV drones. They're completely controlling all ins and outs to the positions. So it's really hard to get someone out without casualties. You gotta go by foot, and it's not always possible because it may be 15, 20 kilometers. Because they, like, the control, this so-called kill zone, is unfortunately now stretches easily 25 kilometer deep, easily. So what you're talking about is really, I heard of 40, that they easily fly deep for 40 kilometers. And if we take Molnia drones, then it's easily 50. And it's getting more and more of them there. That's the problem.
I just wanna share my surprise, like how numbers become so crazy. Like when you talk like, oh, okay, you just walk to position 15 kilometers. It's like it's close to impossible. It's not like easy walking and talking. I can't. Literally, I felt like civilian. I can't imagine to walk such distance, even in civilian clothes. It's very hard. But when you carry something, it's dangerous to be killed all this time. I don't know what's kind of cybers fighting there. I don't know how well they should be trained. Fuzzy, you fucking rock star. Because it's just I was well trained, you know. I ran a lot and trained my body a lot, and for me it was on the battlefield to walk even 5 kilometers after a storm operation, even 2 kilometers. It was close to impossible because you can't even move. But when you say easily like 10, 15 kilometers, whatever, I just have nothing to say about it. Like what physical exhaustion and what physical training should be. Oh yeah, I'm out of league and I'm out of commenting like what's going on right now on the battlefield.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your surprise with us. Though it's actually pretty valuable to me personally, and I think to the rollers in the chat. It's actually always interesting what you think and what the old league in general thinks.
Old school.
We're gonna call him Uncle Roman from now on.
Kids, when I was on front line.
Back in my day.
I'm too old to this shit right now.
Oh yeah. Well,
To be honest, just want to mention, many times even 1 kilometer it's hard. Even 1 kilometer is 900 meters. Sometimes it's desolate path.
yeah.
You can easily be injured or die there. Or if you carry some AK sniper rifle or injured fellows or few rockets for javelin, guys, it takes sometimes hour just to cross 1 kilometer under shelling.
Yeah.
Fuck, 15 kilometers, what the hell?
It's like the 42nd had one vehicle for the entire battalion, and then they lost that one as well recently.
Oh shit.
But luckily, no 200s, just concussions and one shrapnel. And Viper sent me a video where the guys are walking, and I'm like, he's like, they're off to training now, and I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh no, they're going to Polygon, but we don't have a car, so I'm making them do military walk and run drills with them. I've laid some few traps for them, some few ambushes. They need to work. And it's also a few kilometers walk, full
Fuck
gear.
that.
Just I'm just like, I just laugh at Viper. I'm like, dude, no. Yeah. It's funny to see him Afrikaans dad the soldiers. It's really yeah.
Fucking hell.
I have a question
Yeah.
to Fuzzy and Atom. Have you guys seen like an uptick in people going AWOL?
Huh. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
So it's okay, it's not just me imagining it, it is actually.
No, yeah, of course. But the thing is, though, is it's like a lot of like, I'm gonna say like the experienced dudes. They're either injured, tired, fucked for whatever reason, or they've promoted so high up they're no longer like involved with actual planning, which is a shame. And they've got a lot of new guys coming in. Yeah. So I know a guy who was in the army who's now he was I don't know how to describe it, like taken by Tusser. He was sent to the front, and before, like, basically, like, he went to like the recruitment center. They done all of his paperwork. Tusser did, and then they sent him to the front like 3 days later or something like that. And he basically, like, when he was given his AK, he went and sat down in like the tent, and then basically walked out of the woods, got on a bus, and came back. Like, yeah, but it's a lot of people are doing it now because all of the experienced guys, or like the guys that were already in the military before the war or pre-war or whatever, you know, like they're all tired, you know, they're all fucked, you know, like either physically or mentally, or they've, as I say, promoted so high up they're no longer involved in any of the planning. So now you have all the shit guys, you know, that are just there like, well, they're not shit, they just don't want to be there. So they're just there like, why am I going to be here when they can just leave? You know, especially as there's now a law now where it's like, if you go AWOL once, it's not a problem, as long as you like return. Like, you can go to a secure camp now, where like you'll either be re-enrolled into that unit or into a new unit of your choice. So a lot of guys are going AWOL to do that because they don't want to be in, for example, that unit. They want to go to a different unit. But yeah, there is there's always an uprising, and it's always in the winter, all the time.
And with foreign volunteers, have you seen the same trend? Like breaking contract and
Breaking contract. With foreign volunteers, it's like we have the same contract, apart from we can break it after 6 months.
yeah,
So,
but I mean
like-
like breaking it before 6 months.
I don't know. That's a hard one to comment on because for the first 2 months, it's like probationary. So we can, like, either we can leave or we can be asked to leave. You know, but it's, as I say, it's a hard one because as a foreigner, if I really wanted to and I really didn't want to be here anymore, I could just fuck off over the border. Like, yeah, they can mark me down as desertion and I probably wouldn't ever be able to come back to Ukraine. But, you know, like, it's really hard to say, like, guys going Sisicha. I know of some foreigners at the moment that have been put in Sisicha, but that's due to a failed leadership. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of guys, they would, like, for example, I'll speak about my friend now. He was in a unit. He tried to leave that unit after being there for 1 month because he didn't like it. He tried to leave. They sent him to a camp, it was basically like a labor camp. He was tasked to dig holes whilst his process was being like managed. And basically, they never ended up doing his paperwork. So he hit the 2-month point, and they were there like, oh, well, you got to stay here now to December. And they wanted him to dig holes basically from then till December. And he was there like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. So he left. He just went AWOL. And now he's got a lawyer involved and stuff like that. And he's trying to follow the legal process now to go back into a unit, you know. So there's a lot of holes that he's got, like a lot of hoops and stuff that he's got to jump through to obviously go back to a unit. But as I say, that was a failed administration from the unit side, you know. And unfortunately, because there is a lot of bureaucracy at the moment, it's fucking a lot of people. But it's a really hard one to say. Like, as I say, like, I've been around a lot of foreigners. It's only lately I've been around a lot of Ukrainians, so I can't comment on the Ukrainians as such a aspect of things. With foreigners as well, a lot of us, like, they don't really care. They just like, if you want to leave, just fuck off, you know, because we can, and there's nothing they can really do about it. But it's a hard one to speak about both for me personally. I can only give like a brief insight. But yeah.
Okay, I missed the question, but from the context, okay, I never thought about SZC because I was lucky to get to the brigade I'm in or at now, and we had few changes in the command for these years, and every person was, can I say, adequate?
Yeah.
Like when you're talking about commanders, I always had good people. One was hero. He is hero of Ukraine for his actions at the beginning of the full-scale invasion, and all of them are smart, and they're kind of simple persons you can talk. Of course, you can talk like with respect because they are higher in rank, they are more experienced, they are on the highest position in the brigade, but you can just come, ask whatever it is, whatever you want. And if you did nothing wrong, they will never shout. So we have pretty nice command. So not a lot of people are leaving from us.
That's very good.
But there was a guy. Whenever
There's always someone.
yeah, whenever we've got the permission for I mean soldiers of Ukrainian armed forces, whenever we received like agreement to go abroad for a vacation, of course some people use this. And there was a guy who was calling back from Germany, asking the commander, like, how you doing? I'm not coming back. Don't wait for me. Like, yeah, but even after, and there were a few of them, but only one called back.
I mean, at least
even
he was
after
polite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said how it is. But there were pretty much irony. Yeah, whatever. And after that, my commander didn't like forbidden vacations abroad. He took the hit on himself because he understands that out of 100 there will be one who will ruin everything, but the other 99% shouldn't struggle because of that one.
Still doing so. Guys, please still donate to Rick, but tomorrow consider donating to PK.
You have the raffle, right?
We have a raffle.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
have there?
It's insane. Viper has given his patches. So their battalion patch and their brigade patch. And the battalion patch you only get after 5 missions. That's when you get the battalion patch. the brigade patch. I'm not sure how that one works. So that is like $10 a ticket, and they come as a pair. And then also there is an empty RPG 22 launcher thing. I literally told him to write down what it is because I was just going to call it a plastic pipe. But it's signed by like all the guys.
Nice.
Can you
Um,
send them?
Yeah, can you send them
He's
abroad?
found a way to say. He said he will find a way to send
Because I
it.
was going to give
'Cause it's-
one to Rick, but I was there like, I don't know if he'll ever be able to post that because,
But it's empty.
yeah, it's just plastic.
So
But
so what?
Okay, I'm ready to ruffle the beautiful, the one and only golden Kragan patch. It was a stupid, not very accurate Trump impersonation in the end.
Just do the raffle.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna do it in 3, 2, 1, and I'm spinning the wheel. Let's go and good luck, everyone. It's making a clicking sound. I don't know if it's an annoying one or not. Yeah, super fast. And number 282 is winning today. 282. Let's go see who that is. 282. And 282 is Andreas Lach. Wow.
Hooray.
Wow.
Congrats, Andreas. If you're still awake, that's crazy.
He's long gone. I
Yeah,
think.
he's long gone.
Okay.
Fuzzy Yana, it was a pleasure to
Thank you for having me.
to talk-
Rollers, you guys are awesome. I love this community.
see you all later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night, guys. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone. You're fucking awesome.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please like this video, leave any comment under it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can find the full stream recording. This clip was taken from here. And I invite you to join us on Rick the Ukrainian here for live streams and videos from Ukraine. Thank you, and live long and prosper.